This class is going to go over quite a lot of information about getting your local business on Google search and maps. I'm not going to show the video because the audio doesn't always come through well, but you can look it up on YouTube. If you look up Google My Business Stories, Fadley Seafood, it is a pretty nice little video about how one business uses Google My Business. So here's what we're going to cover. What it will look like if you have a business profile on Google. You will take a tour of Google My Business, and then we'll walk through actually setting up an account. So this is a Google My Business profile as it shows up in search results. Here is the McCracken County Public Library. I'm going to refresh this page. Right now it shows that we're closed because I opened this up when we were. And now it shows that we're open. So it has the map and a photograph. It has links to our website, directions on how to get to us, some Google reviews, our address, our phone number when we're open. You can have events that show up, questions and answers, and reviews, popular times. There's a lot of information that comes up here. So the good thing about Google My Business is that you can have people who are local find you on Google Maps. And people visit 1.5 billion destinations every month that are related to their Google searches. Many times people will do a search for something like bakery near me or clothing shop near me, and that's when they'll find you. Up-to-date profiles are 70% more likely to attract location visits and 50% more likely to lead to a purchase. Another good thing about this is that you can use it on different devices. So here are 3 different screenshots. One of how it will look on just a desktop, and then the middle how it will look on a smartphone. Then on the side how it will look on a smaller laptop or a tablet. You don't have to do anything when you're setting it up. It will do that automatically. So now we're going to look a little more into just how to get around Google My Business. This is a profile of how it will look on a smartphone. You've got some photos and videos. I do think it's a good idea to put something like a photo of your actual storefront if you have that kind of a business so people know what to look for. You can have reviews. You can have links to your website, or it could be something else. You choose a category when you're setting up. You write a description when you're setting up, and you can put your location in. If you have something like you're working from home and you don't actually want to list your location as an office, we'll talk about how to get around that later. So this is a screenshot of the Google My Business dashboard. This is what it would look like if you had one of these accounts and were logged in. And we're going to later on see how to set up the Google My Business and how to get to the dashboard. This green URL, google.com/business, that's how you get started. You can make updates yourself right from the mobile app. You can get that either on Android or iOS. So that could be really good for something quick, like there's a power outage, you're closing the store for a couple of hours, anything like that. You can just go in, make the update, and then go in later and take it down. So we're going to look at some things that you can do with Google My Business. You can confirm your business hours. You can add business photos, and also other people can put photos on as well. This says 90% of people are more likely to visit a business that has photos. You could put on photographs of the inside of your store, any products that you sell. You can do a virtual tour. You can do a street view. You can put on some things like how a product is made or packaged. You could highlight an employee. You could do something like an unboxing of a new product or some new merchandise. You can choose a short name and custom link when you're setting up. That could be good for things like getting reviews later. This is what it will look like to a customer who is not logged in as the business owner if they're looking this up. So the format is g.page/short name. And then they can search for you by typing at and short name. So this one is CoffeeX. So if they can't remember how to get to that, but they can remember CoffeeX, they can look up this page. You can use this business app to read and respond to reviews. And if you get a review that you think is a violation of Google's guidelines, you can flag it. You have probably seen some online reviews of people who are giving a bad review to a product because they didn't think it was shipped fast enough or something like that. So you can flag it, but you can't just flag bad reviews because that doesn't necessarily violate the guidelines. And Google won't remove a review unless it violates that policy. So if you get a bad review, the better thing to do is to respond to it. If you have that short link, it's a good way to get more reviews. And this is the dashboard. So they've got this little module down here where they can click on. If you have one of these, any email or newsletter notifications that go out, you can put your little short URL at the bottom. They can click on that and go right into putting in a review. Posting updates is a really useful feature. You can post them and it will appear within the body of your business profile and search. You can create those posts from the app or the web dashboard. You can see how the posts are influencing customers by reviewing the activity from that Google My Business dashboard. And a new feature that has come out recently is you can add multiple images to a post. And here are some post examples to get you thinking about what you can do with this. What's new, feature of a certain product, an offer like a coupon or sale, or putting up something about an event. If you have the kind of thing where people can book appointments, and even if that's not how you usually do business, if you have to really limit the number of people who can be in your place of business, this could be useful. And you can integrate other third parties with this, Full Slate, Mindbody, Appointee, Booksy, things like that, OpenTable. You can work with that within Google My Business. So for the customer, all they'd have to do is click a book button. If you set this up, it's supposed to be really easy. So this could be for a class or service appointment or a restaurant reservation, anything like that. The follow feature is when a customer finds your business and they want to stay updated. So they'll see your new posts, your new offers, things like that. If you want to do a welcome offer, that will be something that goes out to customers who follow your business. So when they click follow, they'll get your offer, something like $5 off your first meal, and then they'll come in to redeem it. If you're going to set up an offer, you have to do that in the mobile app. It'll be in the bottom of the screen in the mobile app. You'll click profile and then follow the prompts to set up an offer. Using messaging to communicate is something you can turn on or off within your Google My Business profile. So if you turn that on, people can message you from within your Google My Business when they've searched you. They can just pop in any kind of a question or a comment that they have. You can create a free website. If you already have a website, you can connect that to your profile. But if you don't have one, you can set up a really simple website with them. It's called something like a brochure website. It's something like if you are a restaurant, you can put up your menu. If you have something like a barbershop, you could put up your price list. It's not the kind of thing where you can sell things, but you can promote your business that way. And we'll talk about how you do that later on when we get into how to set up a profile. You can add managers to help you out if you have more than one person in your business who can take this on. These are the different roles: owner, manager, site manager. You can put other people in who can do things like answer messages or post updates. And then you can change that later. If you reserve the role of owner for yourself, you can change the other things. And Google tracks quite a lot of data. So if you have a Google My Business profile, you will have access to a good deal of this information. You can find out how people found you, how they interacted with your profile, what they did from your profile, where did they come from. So the next part, we're going to actually walk through how to do this, and it's really not very difficult. We'll show you what the website looks like and some things like that. So this URL, again, this is how you'll get started. And you have to sign in with a Google account. If you don't have one, you will create one, and you don't have to necessarily create a business address because people won't see it. It'll be how you log in. So the first thing you do is you add or you find your business. You'll just start to type it up here, and it may pop up underneath that you can click it. You will confirm that the business name is spelled correctly. And of course, you'll want to make absolutely sure that that's on there right. And then you'll find a category, and you won't have to really worry if you can't find the perfect category. You'll just choose something pretty close. And all of these have this big blue X at the bottom, and that's how you move forward. So if you have a location where the customer meets, you'll tell it that. Again, if you have something like you have a business from home and you don't want customers just showing up at home without an appointment or something, then you can tell this no, and you can give some more information later, but you don't have to put something like your home business. You can put in something like a service area later on. And the business can still appear on Google Maps without displaying the address or driving directions too. And you can't put in a P.O. box for the address. It has to be an accurate physical location. So you can't put in, like if you have mailboxes, etc., mailbox, I think if that's what it's called, or one of those UPS mailboxes for deliveries, you can't put that in because people will go there looking for you. If you already have a business profile and you select a service radius around your business, that has changed. You can't set your service area as a distance around your business. You have to specify your city or postal code or other areas. If your business has a physical address, also delivers goods and services to customers, after putting in the business address, you'll have the option to add additional service areas. So if you're in Western Kentucky and you have an office in Paducah, but you'll go all the way, over to Fulton or up to Owensboro or something, you can put in a service area that shows more than just where you are. And there's the blue next again that takes you on to the next steps. So here, this is current website URL. This person already has a website. Or you can say, I don't need a website, or you can get the free website. You'll choose one of these three things. So at this point, you're almost finished setting up. Their sample is called Statia's Bakery. So that's why that keeps popping up in those distracting pictures of bread. When you click finish, it's going to wrap this up and actually create this profile. Then you have a verification process. This is so that someone can't go in and claim a bunch of businesses and block them from being able to use Google My Business. So one way to do it is they will send you a postcard by mail, and then that can take a few days to arrive. It will depend on what else is going on with the mail. Then you have an option to send that back, and that shows that yes, this person at this address received this mail. On some occasions, it will give you an option to call in a verification. That doesn't always turn up. If you do that, you'll need to have a piece of paper and a pen handy, because the automated call will give you a 6-digit verification code. And if you are doing this from one of these Grow with Google classes, we get an express verification form that we can do. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you get in touch with me, and I'm going to put up my email at the end of the class, within a few weeks of July 28th, 2020, I can talk to you about doing that. If you click mail, then you're going to get that postcard and they'll just send it to you. So if you do this sometime when you're not connected with the Grow with Google class, it just takes, about 5 days to get that postcard and take care of it. So these are the next steps. If you want to get started with this, you do your Google My Business profile. There's an app you can download, and then you're going to want to try out the insights to get all of that customer engagement data. And there's other things you can do. They're going to show you some different ways you can learn and work online. This is an app, Google Primer. It's business and marketing lessons. They're really short, and the idea is that you can do them when you're on the go. Here are so many courses. We're going to offer Make Your Website Work Hard for Your Business from the library virtually in August. They have Get Online with the Strong Business website and Connect with Customers by Taking Your Business Online. And you can, again, just download this app. It's free. This is something to help you work with Google Ads. It's called Skillshop. And it's e-learning courses, so you can sign up for this and just do this all online. And it's g.co/skillshop. Grow My Store is something that I think is pretty new. They did not have this in this particular class before. It's store.google.com. So it says whether you sell online or in store, you can boost your business with a quick and easy evaluation of your retail website. And then this is new. It's quick help videos for small business. And here is the URL down here where I'm moving my mouse. And then this is google.com/grow. We offer Grow with Google classes from the library, but there's more out there. You can go to their website and look. And there is a PDF that they come up with, so it shows you the next steps. And just kind of a review of everything that we went over. I did a share of that. It's this really long, complicated URL up here. I'm going to highlight it. I think, though, that if you search this, you will probably find it. If you don't, again, I'm going to put up my email address at the end, so if you want me to send you this, let me know. And here's the email. So the first one is the email that I check all the time. It's my work email. The second one is my Google email. So if you ever are wanting to try out something like Google Meet or Google Hangouts, or how to share an account from Google, share a document from Google Docs, you can put in my email address for that. And I do check it pretty often. I don't check it every single day like my work email. And the last thing there is my phone extension. If you ever want to leave me a message at the library, or welcome to do that, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.